Hello, welcome back. This is Braemar. We're back in the Banished community. I figured out some pretty cool stuff. Uh, I learned how to make things kind of look a little bit better. I mean, not like crazy visually better, but we're definitely trying to like clean up some areas. Hold on, what's going on over here? Everything's running fine. Townhomes have been built. We cleaned this up just a little bit. We removed a little bit of hill that was here. Let these guys get water. We added a grain silo, which isn't even being used, but I did find out rice counts as a grain. And if we come over here and search for quantity of item, rice is typically our number one thing. It was corn. These three, furnace fuel, corn, and rice, which is nice to see. The furnace fuel, obviously, we need to just overproduce all the time because we need furnace fuel. Rice, and then corn. So we kind of leveled this out. We built some areas. Now they're kind of just zipping in and out. You know, the ant farm is fully under construction. This barn's actually doing some work for us. We have the dairy and milk parlor up and running. People are making us all sorts of foods. We do want these guys to be millers. These just got built. We cleaned up some of the houses as well. There's probably wheat floating around, but we have so much corn. I want the corn to be built. So now these are a little bit cleaner. A lot more windmills. What are you not producing me? You're not filling canteens. That's fine. We will find something real quick for you to make. I mean, we gotta have a lot of something. I guess eggs and milk, just for now. I mean, we do have mutton and carrot floating around. We'll see what you can do. Put you on scrambled eggs. I know there's some milk and some eggs floating around this area for sure. And if not, we should have a protein market here. Protein stall. Yeah, we can drop another protein stall. I mean, it seems to be filling up. They're not even using it. So that kind of becomes like a storage unit. I've kind of noticed. You really kind of want to have like little edible markets next to it, which eventually get full as well and just become a storage unit. But they will help feed the population. I built up a little bit of the quayside here to get that fleshed out. Small improvements, right? You know, we're basically trying to eke out an existence here that is like perfect. The mining operations have been full force. I keep running out of iron. We keep running out of tool. We're having to floor that. We may actually have to floor it even further, which is crazy. They're losing all the food out here. That's actually fine. We have so much of it. We really don't. We need to actually tell them to get back on it. So we have stuff going on out here. Silkworms we can just eat, so this will become food. But we have textile mills. We're now building and consuming textiles. Man, frozen tundra is gonna hurt here. And we're also building out into this general area as well. Uh, so a couple small houses being built. I do want to kind of slap in a few more of these quayside homes here. We already started it. We got a barn, we got a couple fishers. I thought about using this area, but I see, I don't know, we got a lot of stuff going on planted out here. I think they're planting trees, that's what those little symbols mean. But this is the town so far. We're trying to utilize some more space, and we're trying to get everything up and running. Now this winery will never actually happen unless we have I think we want to buy watermelon seeds. What are you? Why do you have a question? Oh, you're a dairy worker. Right. So these will slowly pop up everywhere. I even slapped in some wool people just to kind of reiterate the fact that we're trying to slam in every small area available to us. Um, ooh, we got a trader. What do we got? We have clothes. We currently sit very nice on clothes. We are kind of looking a little shy on food. We're over 1,000 people. Oh, we are like almost exactly at 1,000 people. So, I wanted to touch base one more time before we got too far into production over here, and this area was completely different. Uh, this actually is going to be our next project. We want to crack into this, which means we need to kind of like level this area out. And then we want to build the entire agricultural sort of like area towards this way. We might have to build a small little town here to actually bridge the gap here. But we will build this out, build a small town, and then really use this town as a launch pad to lay the foundation for a massive city. This is basically gonna be builder's paradise over here. We'll build up massive amounts of resources, and we will prepare to build the grandest city ever. For now, I think we're just trying to balance everything. People are cold. People are real cold. Hold on, what just happened? Because I know I scheduled 2 of you to become brick workers, but that just doesn't mean the firewood just goes away. What else? Oh man, I scheduled 4 of you. Okay, so I may have pulled a boo-boo. I may have used all of our stuff here. So this guy no longer making me bricks, make me fuel. I should have another brick worker, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It's really hard to actually remember exactly where I have everyone working, but we'll turn these 2 brick workers into fuel makers. Um, because that is not good to run out of firewood. We are in late winter, so we actually eked through. It's amazing how we actually just eked through. Oh man, and now the amount store of, well, that's firewood. I think it counts firewood as stored stack burner, like coke fuel and stuff like that. Wow, so we ran out of that. Okay, so that's really dangerous. Yeah, we have another brickworks. Okay, so we will try to floor production on that. I mean, I only scheduled a handful of things. I'm surprised that scheduling those few small things absolutely crashed that industry. That's very interesting. We very much eked out there. I think it's pretty prudent, though, to make sure the stuff is getting worked on. It is getting demolished. Um, Interesting. Actually, super interesting. You, my friend, I don't think need to be worked right now. And of course, once you grab fuel, go ahead and start working it. We have another fiber water mill ready there, but we're actually building up tailor companies over here. And that'll be, the end goal. We started making some bedding, um, and obviously I keep trying out all sorts of different housing just to find out which one I kind of like the best. Yeah, they're using fuel. They're using like basically furnace fuel to keep themselves warm. These textile storage seem huge. I have a third one here. Well, 6 to 10K. That's not bad. It's definitely better than some of these other small these like sellers where they're only like a couple hundred and they're done. So I'm kind of figuring out which thing I can use to maximize my inventory space and what's like usable at least. And I'm noticing these specialized buildings. There's food sellers as well, um, and then you have these random, just kind of like lean-tos. I'm trying to see how much inventory they'll actually use here. Oh man, nomads. 151 nomads. Oh, we gotta be careful with that. Again, you do not want to click the wrong button and accept all those people. We need to throw people on this. We don't need to throw that many people on this. Just pull me up iron. You. We're gonna have to go through and double check coal. We're gonna have to double check through this way. just because it's easier. Miner, we can use 6 more. And then the other one would be stone cutters. We could use 2 more. Right. Everyone fully maxed out on their jobs. Everyone's working. Now we're pulling up extra coal. Reason being, we need fuel. Clearly. I don't know if you noticed, we ran out. So we started building, again, some small stuff. These estates are beautiful. I want to start making, you know, similar stuff to that, obviously. What do you got for me? What do you got? What do you got? You got hardtack. You know, I actually need hardtack to keep a couple things running, which is kind of funny. Of course, broccoli. You know, we need for the tinnery, even though I know there's plenty of broccoli floating around. The thing we're really running out of is blueberries, which you think we'd be able to make more. Do we have blueberry as an option? No. We should get that when it rolls through next time. I need to take wheat and bamboo off that list. But yeah, we will watch them this year. Because we're watching food dipping slightly, which is cray-cray. Absolutely bananas. Some of these bigger ones, we can just go ahead and tell them to start harvesting. They will never out-harvest some of these. We need a second person on this. And now that we're using mulberry leaves to make food as well, just when you start dedicating things to certain industries, you need to be careful. Because if those industries decide to crash and burn due to your lack of resources, that is not a good thing. I don't know if we want to be coffee fools here or mulberry fools. I think we kind of like the coffee idea. I mean, I don't know exactly what I want to use coffee for yet. I mean, obviously there's a coffee house, but I don't know what exactly produces coffee. I'm pretty sure some sort of brewery. We'll figure it out. Again, we'll tell all these guys to harvest early. Yeah. Sure. Again, the tool situation. We need to talk about this. Oh, why did a forgeman open up? We're going to leave you, whenever you grab honey, you can go ahead and use it. I think we're going to make a couple more bee makers. Oh, you know who I completely forgot about? Was Mr. Tobacco Guy. We're not growing any tobacco leaves either. I think some of this corn needs to become tobacco. Because I think we're sitting really pretty on corn. Yeah, really pretty on corn. I gotta watch out because I just changed 3 fields over. And as you can see from just doing some minor clicks here, it's an extremely fragile system. Even though there's so much of it, like you can't even like zoom out and get away from it. It's now starting to encompass so much. So we got wool and cotton. I think we have a lot more cotton than we have wool. I also just saw one of those textile things pop up here. So we're going to kind of look at this. Yeah, so much cotton it hurts. You, my friend, you are going to be my one just like random rug maker. I just want rugs, okay? Leave me alone. Now these guys, they're making me cloth, which is great. These guys are making me silk. I'm probably going to drop 1 or 2 more of these guys. And then I also want to see what options this tailor company has for me. It's pretty cool, man. Some of these assets, like I said, with this Colonial Charters, it's almost like a brand new game. I can't even believe it. It's so good. Does somebody want to build this so I can see the options? You know you want to. These covered bridges, like again, I don't know exactly what mods I have. Oop, that's clipping for sure. Which is fine. Oh, I even love the little detail of like this open-endedness. That's so cool. Some of these assets actually are just like beautiful. They do such a good job with them. You can even see like little ivy growing and stuff like that. I wonder if I can get like HD textures. I wonder how far you can go like with this mod. I only have a handful installed. I can actually add a mod list. Ooh, harvest. If you guys are kind of interested in seeing exactly what I run. I love it when they just drop this here because this food it's not in storage, but it's actually not even going bad. When it's in buckets, I've seen it sit in buckets just around areas. Another big area it congregates is like next to the, oh, it's not here anymore. It used to just congregate around here. What options do you have for me? Okay, you have the normal options. So we're gonna do what we have coming out of here, which is gonna be a lot of silk. We want to start using this silk. This is our only option, is silk and linen. So we have to get flax. You know, for some reason in the back of my head, I remember seeing that. But we want to dedicate someone to doing this. The other one we have is cloth and leather, so we can start making these frocks. So we'll go ahead and put him on that. What do we got out here? Again, another big cornfield. We want to be careful with that. So this has just been our kind of like BS field. I think we will flax this to see how they do. You do a little canola, but now you're going to flax. Cotton. I think cotton's going to become king out here. We really want cloth to take off. Parsnips, 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 broccoli, broccoli. And another little bit of canola. We can never get enough oil, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, we're going to continue with this coffee growing out here. It seems like we already have coffee beans going in the hole, so we'll figure out how we will make coffee production. And I wonder if people get benefits from that kind of stuff. Now, what we're talking about stocking is filling things like this with this inn and garden and these different areas. I've been having people fill in canteens and pulling up water, but I feel like they like pub meals a little bit better. The other area we have is a small tavern. No, what we should do is not use the pork for this. We should use the canteens for the water because you're in between two water towers. You're not far away from the guy who's making the canteens himself. So just fill me up canteens. We'll keep the pig butchering. We need to drop probably some more of these pastures. Again, I haven't really carved out the mountainside too much. We already played with it a lot to make all this stuff viable, but this is what we got going on for now. Everything is looking beautiful. Next time we come back, we will probably be much further into this area if we can get our tools under control. Our tools and our wood seem to really be hurting, along with our herbs. And also, I don't even know... Oh, you know what? That gatherer's hut is disgusting. Oh, same thing with this hunting cabin. It does so much for us. Never mind. I thought about removing them, and I realized I'm an idiot. So, we'll probably build more of those things, because I found other things like this, like the Abbey. Man, they're barely producing a couple hundred blueberries, and you really can't sustain like a 10 market off of that. Like we somehow are. We somehow are pumping enough blueberries in here to make 10 blueberries, but we really don't have enough to fully sustain us. I also found out that we were really lacking in the clay and sand department. So I will be taking all of this. Excuse me while I take all your sand. I never thought I'd be buying sand, but for the brickworks and all the other stuff, I needs it. I didn't know that I needs it, but I really do. We also slapped another barn over here just so it's easy to keep things going. Ooh, this small smelter can be turned off. You're using up furnace fuel. I kind of need the furnace fuel right now. In fact, we should have that open. We should be watching that. Okay, we're holding on. We're holding on a lot better than last season. We do not have enough iron though. So we need to flip-flop our production yet again. We need to turn something else back on iron and something else off on coal. We can never have enough coal though. It's one of these guys that will switch over. Hey, he's making me iron ore. Get get some, man. That's good. Wow, we're really pulling up a ton of iron. We're still running out, huh? Oof. It's gonna be real hard for me to dedicate one of these huge mines from coal to iron, but I think we'll have to. Which means these need to be running me. Man. Okay, again, those jobs that we just edited, we need to come here and just make sure we have enough. Yep. And then miners. Oh, on the money. We didn't even have to double check it. Yeah, so hopefully that'll help even us out here. What about this hunting lodge and this gatherer's hut? What? It's doing so much work. I can't even believe this. 800 venison a season. Yikes. Now the log cabin, like I said, can be pushed out. But we need the injection here. The raw resources we have flowing into this city are technically just barely not cutting it. And then wait till we start running out of mining resources here. We really need to start building some deep mine resources here, or even carving this out and making this into like mining alley in these mountains, and just like get some serious mining technology here. Like just go ahead and bore this out, build a road out this way, and then just mine like it's nobody's business. So we need to start using this silk. No matter what, you person are going to be grabbing me silk and linen. Do we have linen floating around? No. Linen is made from flaxseed, and flaxseed we don't have. We will next season though. So we're just going to have to start creating the linen. I know I said you make rugs, but we need linen. And like I said, we were going to slam this river with businesses. That's happening very fast. So we will end the episode here, and I will take us forward, probably a good little while. Oh my gosh, we're making bricks. That's beautiful. Now that my resources are back under control, they're not even under control. We're still in a dire situation. Oh, we'll get this figured out. And evened out again, and back in everything in a perfect balance. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.